So right now we're live, but nobody's showing up. I tagged a couple people. There's a couple. There's Grant. Hey Grant, what's up, man? Get ready to do this. Thanks for the nice comment. It's great. Nobody knows the Grant is someone I work with, so we rib each other back and forth all the time. So waiting for some other people to show up. I did tag a couple people, so kind of waiting for that to go on. I see 4 people are watching. It might, it's a possibility, There we go. There's Johnny. William Sutton. Hey, Phil. Johnny Scoville. Hey, you know what? The other day, I opened the box. I may have said Johnny Knoxville instead of Johnny Scoville. Freudian slip. They're close. So anyways, here's my explanation. I started off with this a couple of months ago. We started off with the Death Nut Challenge, the original, and pretty much was, don't want to say cakewalk, but it wasn't that difficult. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the 2.0, and that was a little different. So the 2.0 difference with this one was I got a little something in my eye at the end, and Johnny knows what it's like because I've watched his video with the sun, and to get a little 13 million Scovilles in your eye is no treat. So what we got now is we have the Tube of Terror, Johnny Scoville, and I'm going to open this up. Put that aside. Not easy. Let's twist the damn top off. How do you do that? So, there's the plate. Oh man, they're big nuts coming out on the plate. So my thought process, because I don't know a whole lot about this, is that these nuts, empty, are equivalent to the last death nut of the 2.0. Because the last death nut of the 2.0 says 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals, as does this. It says it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. No food or drink. You have 10 minutes to finish the tube by only 1 or 2 peanuts at a time. And then you must endure a 5-minute burn after the final peanut to the challenge is complete. So, again, ingredients, all the hottest peppers, and at the end of the day, we have the 13 million capsaicin crystals at the end. So, yeah, I might be crazy, Grant. I'm glad you're here, Corey. So let's do this. I got my timekeeper here. He's going to start the timer for me here. I put it over there for a reason. He's going to start the timer for me. And we're going to do, my thought process, this is my whole theory of what I'm going to do here, is to get this started quick. I know I got to do 15 minutes, 10 minutes to get them all down, and then a 5-minute afterburn. I think if I could get these all down in under the 10 minutes, at the end of the afterburn, that I'll be okay. So, I don't know. The 2 Death Nut challenges have been challenges, but haven't really been. This is probably going to be the ultimate challenge of anything I've done. All the nuts in the tube are twice as hot as the hottest nut in 2.0 version. Well, thank you for the advice there. Thank you, Johnny. So here we go. Are you ready with the timer, Dylan? Dylan is my Johnny Jr., I guess, today, so he's going to do the timing for me. So you got the timer ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to start with the first two. Got the timer ready to go for 10 minutes? Here we go. I'm not going to die, Grant. These are hot. No hiccup, Shane. I've never hiccuped on a challenge. Hey, Zach. I'm not dying. No one's dying here. Sling blade, really? These are good nuts. I don't reckon I got no reason to eat any more nuts. Grant and I work together, so there's a little familiarity there. So far these are pretty hot. Definitely taste the heat in them. Thank you, Zach. Still doing this. The eyes are starting to tear up a little bit. Definitely feel the heat in the mouth. It's going to be harder to read the comments as my eyes are tearing up. But I don't want to get this crap in my eyes this time because I got the nuts in my eyes the last time, and it really it did distract. Johnny the burn, it's more than the 2.0, so the burn is pretty good. So I watched your video a few days ago, Johnny doing it for the first time, and if you think it's hot, then it's got to be hot, right? So yep, this is definitely hot. Hotter than anything I've done so far. So, yeah. Definitely hot. Glad there's a lot of people watching. What was that name you gave me the other day, Grant? Not the one you're posting right now, but definitely feel it around the gums, the gum area. Not really feeling it so much in the back of the throat, though at some point I might. There you go. Yeah, I can see why Johnny was making the faces he was making with Johnny Jr. when he did this. Although that man, 11 Reapers in a minute and 45 seconds, no way, not me. Thank you, Jacob. Wow. All right. How are we doing on time over there, Dylan?
You got 5 minutes.
So, I got most of the nuts done in 5 minutes. I'm sure the burn and all that is the biggest part of the challenge. Wow. Thank you, William. Thank you, Grant. No stopping me. They are pretty effing hot. This is no Death Nut Challenge. This is no Death Nut 2.0. Damn. It's definitely definitely a challenge. Let's get these nuts gone.
You got 3 minutes for the rest of them.
I got this. Thank you, Nelson. Jacob. The worst part is I can already start to feel these in my body. So, the mouth is fine. It's hot. It hurts. The body. The body is where it's at. Toughen it out, Johnny. Toughen it out. Thank you, Rich. We're done with that.
Minute 30.
Huh?
Minute 30.
A minute 30 before we start the 5-minute burn. So, that is hot. Don't know how to explain it more than, yeah, well, wow.
1 minute.
1 minute till the 5-minute burn. Okay. Lick the plate. Not happening. Johnny, what I'd like to do, there's an empty tube here. I'll make some nuts myself. Not as hot as this, obviously. Actually more for pleasure than for pain or for a challenge. I'd like to send these out to you. So, thank you, Nelson. So my thought process is if I got through the 10 minutes in an earlier time, the 5-minute burn, might be okay. So what's going on in my mouth right now is crazy, but what's going on in here? It's right here.
5 minutes.
Thank you, Larry. 5 minutes. We're starting a 5-minute burn. All right. It's 4 o'clock. So I see why Johnny and Johnny Jr. were doing what they were doing in his room. I can't imagine Timothy, who did one right after this one. So I worked up to this. It took me weeks of doing the Death Nut Challenge, the 2.0, enjoying Blazing Foods. Blazing Foods have some good nuts. They're mild, they're wild. Huh?
Toe of Satan.
We did the Toe of Satan. Toe of Satan, that afterburn, wow, it took a long time on that. Thanks, Rich. I don't know what to do for the afterburn. I took some suggestions. Hey, Abba. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Toe of Satan was tough. For sure. I'm kind of feeling like my mouth is, right now, doing like what I did after the Toe of Satan. So, of course, I'm burping a lot. This is not an easy challenge, not in comparison to anything else that Blazing Foods has offered. I don't know if doing I'm not going to puke. I don't know if doing a Reaper would be much worse. Batten down the hatches and ride it out. That's what we're doing, Johnny. I think the hardest part is gone. Again, the burn in the belly, that's tough right now. So, not easy.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. So halfway through the burn time. Wow. The mouth is really on fire right now. As well as I'm sure the stomach is. And the stomach will be. Hey, Abba. Next, you need to do a spicy chocolate. Well, let me get through this first before we start thinking about a spicy chocolate. You know, I tried a piece of a Carolina Reaper. And before a lot of this other stuff that I did. And it was pretty hot. I won't kid you. The belly bomb hasn't even started yet. Hang in there. Well, hey, Johnny. It's going to get worse. Okay, I'm prepared. So I did some pre-stuff to make sure the belly part wouldn't be so bad. But hey, we'll see how that works out. So I'm clearing my throat a lot. Grunting a lot. But I'm going to get through this. So a lot of heavy breathing. Okay. I'm a Marine. I can handle this. My tagline is going to be get some. It's going to continue to be get some. I didn't start at the beginning of this. But you know what? We can do this. We can be strong. No pain, no gain. It's one of the Marine Corps sayings. Johnny's saying's what? It's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So for me, it's something I've overdone. But I got this. For camp cramps, 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 6 ounces of warm water. It will help later. I appreciate the suggestion. I got some other suggestions too, and I'll use those as well. Just wait. You have to go to the bathroom sometime. Haha. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. I am one of these people that doesn't have any problem going to the bathroom. What are we doing?
2, 1.
What is that?
Done.
Oh, my time is done. Do a shot of Crown after the burn. So, my timekeeper has told me that the burn is over. Whew, that was tough. Johnny Scoville, Tube of Terror. Wow, no thrills. The cautious. We did this. We got it done. Can't tell you. Johnny. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, everybody that watched. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Larry, Rich, Jacob, shots. No, it's not going to be shots. Thank you, Rob. What I do have here is one of my favorite things to relax with. Thank you, Johnny. Scoville strong. I appreciate that comment. Right now, that's my favorite adult beverage. So we've gone beyond 5 minutes. So we'll see how the evening treats me. Guys, if you think the Death Nut was tough, and you think the 2.0 was tough, they're nothing in comparison. Grant, it's not even funny. You know I don't smoke anymore, or any less. Don't smoke at all, but I drink these for one reason and one reason only. 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. So they help to help me reduce my weight. Hey, by the way, having done this and done other things, I've actually reduced my weight since February by 70 pounds. So I still enjoy my beer. So got rid of the Bud Light out of my life, and still enjoy Bud Light every now and then, but Michelob Ultra is my beer of choice. A nice fat Cohiba would go good with the adult beverage. Cohiba, what's Cohiba? Nice fat Cohiba. Is that slang for pot? Thank you, Johnny. So I don't know what Rich is referring to. A cigar. You know what? Again, I've never been a cigar smoker. Someone once gave me a cigar when they were celebrating their kid's birth, and couldn't do it. It just wasn't my thing. Of course, I probably tried to inhale, which is being a rookie at cigarettes or cigars. So, but looks like I'm boring people now because thank you, Johnny. I'm boring people because I'm losing people on the site. But hey, you know, again, getting this done quicker, getting the nuts chewed up before the 10-minute time was the cue for me, or the key for me. Mr. Scoville, you enjoy a good stogie. I bet he does, Rich. He looks like a guy that would enjoy a nice cigar. I got friends of mine in the Marine Corps. Yeah, I'm getting ready to chug this beer. Grant, thank you, Thaddeus. Appreciate the positive reinforcement. So I thought I'd hang around a little bit just to, the 5-minute burn is one thing. The afterburn, hold your head high. Many have failed about this. Well, I am holding my head high. I'm a Marine. We always hold our head high. So, we're strong. Pain is a sign of weakness leaving your body. So, the pain is good. Anything after this would be a cakewalk, I would think, unless I start just chewing up reapers like Johnny, because I don't see that in my future, but I did mention it. Might happen. Thank you, Rich, for, thank you, Johnny. Served from 86 until 90. Got out during Desert Storm. Got recalled for Desert Storm about 5.5 months after being out. They sent me to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Trained us as grunts for about a month and a half. Thank Abba. Pain is good. It lets us know that we are alive and it is real. It is real. The pain from this is definitely real. So it makes me think less about the pain in my knee that I've been having for the last 2 months. Rich is an old guy. Got his draft lottery notice back in 72. Man. So, but anyways, they sent me to Lejeune in 91. Trained us to be grunts again, which all Marines technically are. But they ended the war. So I was lucky and got to come home to my family. And now I have 6 fantastic children. Coming up on 29 years of marriage. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. You know what, guys? Support Chase the Heat. Chase the Heat. You know what? I see things with heat going on. I see more and more stuff in the grocery store. I wish I had more stuff in my grocery store. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Rich. I really like Chex Mix. They can do a new Chex Mix with ghost pepper. It's my new thing. Thanks, Thaddeus. Anybody want to watch me down this beer? Let's do this.
Stop. Okay, Patterson. Oh my God.
That feels great. So, again, Chase the Heat, brothers. Simplify. Get her done. Thanks.